Today, I was challenged to explain financial literacy to beginners in under 10 minutes. So if you are new here, I am Jeanetta. I am the creator of Cash and Curls, and here at Cash and Curls, I teach beginners how to save, budget, and eliminate debts. And today, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Let's go ahead and dive into the video agenda. I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer because I only have 10 minutes to explain this to you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the video agenda. First and foremost, we are going to go ahead and define financial literacy. Secondly, I'm going to share the top 3 areas that beginners should focus on when it comes to understanding financial literacy. Lastly, of course, I'm going to leave you guys with some homework, so be sure to stick around to the very end and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So, what is financial literacy? So, if I had to put it in simplest terms, financial literacy is ultimately having the knowledge and the skill set to manage money both properly and effectively to help you reach your financial goals. So notice I highlighted a few keywords. First and foremost, you must have the knowledge. Secondly, you have to have the skill set. And thirdly, once you have those 2 things together, you have to be able to effectively and properly manage your money to reach your goals. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. When I think of the term financial literacy, I think of an umbrella, okay? And at the top of that umbrella is the word financial literacy. Underneath that umbrella is buckets or pillars, okay? And these buckets or pillars represents different areas of financial literacy. Financial literacy can be represented in all of these different areas, these different buckets and these different pillars. So today, since I only have 10 minutes to share with you guys what financial literacy is, I'm not going to be able to go into too much detail about these different areas under the term financial literacy, but I'm just going to share a few of them with you today, okay? So under your big umbrella of financial literacy, you will have things such as earning and income. You will have budgeting, you will have saving, you will have a pillar specifically for debt elimination. You will have a pillar for credit, you will have a pillar for investing, retirement planning, home ownership, real estate, insurance, for legacy building, wealth building. These are all considered as different pillars underneath that big term financial literacy. Let me know down below, does that kind of make sense how financial literacy is that big broad term and underneath that umbrella are different pillars or different buckets of financial literacy, okay? So if that makes sense down below, go ahead and comment the word easy so I know you're still with me, okay? Underneath those pillars can also be some sub pillars or some sub buckets, okay? So things such as life insurance, 529s, wills, estates, ESAs, all of those things can be sub pillars under those pillars, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about the beginner focus, okay? So if I was a beginner and I wanted to become more financially literate, I will honestly focus on 3 areas first. And those 3 areas will be saving, budgeting, and debt elimination, okay? And you may be wondering, like, Jeanetta, why did you choose those 3? I chose these 3 because these 3 are the foundational principles we must master in order to make progress and strides in those other pillars underneath that big umbrella financial literacy. So if you don't know how to save properly, if you don't know how to manage your money and actually create a budget and track your expenses and get clear of debts, how can you be successful when it comes to investing and wealth building and preparing for real estate and home ownership if you don't have that solid foundation laid, okay? So if I was a beginner budgeter, I would highly suggest that first and foremost, I establish a starter emergency fund of at least $1,000, okay? So if you're listening to this video and you do not have at least $1,000 up to 1 month of your net pay, save for emergencies, this needs to be your top priority. Getting that done ASAP should be your main focus. Here at the Cash and Curls community, I promote high yield savings accounts, okay? So I don't have much time to go into detail about high yield savings accounts, but you should be parking this money inside of a high yield savings account, and I'll actually link my favorite place to keep my high yield savings account down below in the description, and I'll also link the video I created specifically on high yield savings accounts. Next, budgeting. Like I said, if you cannot budget and manage the money that you currently have coming in, you will not be able to do those big grand things that people are talking about online, like investing and getting into real estate, getting into home ownership. If you don't have a clear foundation as to where your money is going every single month, it's going to be very hard for you to be successful in reaching those other long-term goals. Okay, so here at Cash and Curls, I promote zero-based budgeting. I have a full playlist here on my channel where I teach beginner budgeters how to create a budget using my free monthly budget template. Okay, so I'll link that playlist and my free monthly budget template down in the description so that you can check it out. Thirdly, eliminating debt. So once you have established that starter emergency fund of at least $1,000, then you start budgeting. Now I want you to start eliminating debt, okay? The key here is eliminating all consumer debts. So if you want to get into home ownership, if you want to start purchasing real estate, if you want to start investing and get aggressive with investing 15% of your income towards retirement, you have to have a clear foundation. And if you did not know, debt robs you of your income, okay? So if you're looking at your budget and you see that every single month money is going to credit card companies, car payments, student loans, that leaves you with a little bit of money to reach your big grand financial goals, okay? So the goal here is to get that stuff cleaned up, wipe it away, and move on to the next step so that you can honestly start building wealth and dibbling and dabbling into those other areas of financial literacy. I only have a few more seconds, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave you guys with some homework. So if you made it this far and you kind of get what I'm saying when it comes to financial literacy, I have some homework for you. So these are going to be some actionable steps that you can take to help you get started in becoming more financially literate, okay? So the very first step, or the very first homework assignment that I have for you, is to take a moment and to reflect. Think about the 3 different areas I mentioned in today's video, and what I want for you to do is to honestly figure out which one of these 3 areas you need to focus on for the rest of the year. You need to focus on saving, budgeting, or eliminating debt, okay? After you have identified what that area is, I want you to go ahead and drop it in the comments because we are in this together. After you have identified what area you need to work on for the rest of the year, I want you to go ahead and start getting on a budget, okay? So if you're not actively budgeting, this is my call to you. I need you to start getting in the habit of budgeting and tracking your expenses every single month. So what I want you to do is to go ahead and download my free monthly budget template so that you can get started today. And lastly, I want you to subscribe to the channel. If you found some value out of this video, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like the other videos that I have here on my channel where I go into a little bit more detail about saving, budgeting, and eliminating debt. So yes, I have tons of videos to help you become more financially lit. And shameless plug, I do have something dropping for beginners very soon, and it is called Get Financially Lit. It is a 30-day plan to help you become more financially lit. In this plan, I will be sharing with you guys 30 days worth of tasks that you can complete every single day to help you grow and build your financial literacy muscle, okay? So this is coming out actually September 2025. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, download my freebie so that you can be the first to know when Get Financially Lit drops, okay? I feel like this will be a huge game changer for the beginners out there that are trying to win with their money. All right. So once again, I am Jeanetta. I am the creator of Cash and Curls. And here at Cash and Curls, I teach beginners how to save, budget, and eliminate debts. And never forget that you can win with money, and I am rooting for you. Until next time, friends. Bye.